You've been lied to about discipline. Not maliciously, but the thing you've been told to do, the suffering, the gritting your teeth, the white-knuckling through alarm clocks and cravings and guilt, it's actually working against you. Scientifically. Every time you force yourself through sheer willpower, you're depleting the exact resource you're trying to build. But here's what they don't tell you. The most disciplined people you know, they stopped fighting. Not with their goals, with themselves. They built 4 specific psychological systems that make the right choices happen automatically. Not through pain, not through punishment, automatically. And in the next 8 minutes, I'm going to walk you through all 4. By the time this ends, you'll see every hard habit you've been avoiding in a completely different way. Don't go anywhere.
Listen, we've all been there. Monday morning, you're staring at your gym shoes, your meditation cushion, or that blank spreadsheet where your side hustle's supposed to live. And your brain's screaming, no, begging, to do literally anything else. The alarm goes off at 5 a.m. You hit snooze again, and then you feel that familiar guilt punch to your stomach. You know what you should be doing. So why can't you just do it? Here's what nobody tells you. Discipline doesn't have to feel like punishment. There's actually a weird psychological loophole that flips the entire game. And in the next 12 minutes, I'm going to walk you through exactly how it works. We're talking about 4 specific strategies that'll make hard routines feel almost natural within days, not months. By the end of this, you'll understand why forcing yourself through willpower is actually backwards and what actually works instead.
The thing is, most people think discipline is about suffering through pain until one day it magically becomes a habit. That's the lie we've been sold. You've probably heard it before. No pain, no gain, right? But here's where it gets interesting. Research shows that people who rely purely on willpower deplete their mental resources by up to 30% faster than those using specific psychological frameworks. You're literally working against your own brain chemistry. And that's before we even talk about burnout. The good news? There's a completely different way to approach this that actually works with your brain instead of against it. So let me show you the 4 pillars that'll transform how you think about discipline forever.
Section 1. The identity shift. Who you actually are changes everything.
This first one is wild. Most people try to build discipline by focusing on the action itself, like, I'm going to go to the gym. But that's weak. That's fragile. You know what's unbreakable? Identity. The moment you shift from, I'm trying to work out, to, I'm the kind of person who works out, something fundamental changes in your brain. I'm not being poetic here. There's actual neuroscience backing this up. When you reinforce an identity, your brain literally starts filtering information to match that identity. A study from the University of Pennsylvania found that people who framed goals as identity-based had a 65% higher completion rate than those focused on outcomes alone. Think about it like this. If you see yourself as the person who wakes up early, skipping that 5 a.m. alarm becomes a betrayal of your identity, not just a missed workout. Suddenly, it's not about willpower anymore. It's about consistency with who you believe you are. And here's the kicker. Identity shifts happen fastest when you start small. Don't try to become a disciplined person overnight. Just become the person who does one small thing consistently. The rest builds from there.
Section 2. Friction removal. Making wrong choices. Harder than right ones. Now we're getting into something that feels almost too simple to work, but trust me, it does. Instead of building discipline through mental toughness, what if you just removed the temptation? This isn't weakness. This is strategy. If you want to eat healthier, don't keep chips in the house. If you want to focus, put your phone in another room. Not on silent, actually in another room. Naval Ravikant, one of Silicon Valley's most disciplined thinkers, famously said he doesn't rely on discipline at all. He removes friction from good choices and adds friction to bad ones. This is environment design, and it's backed by behavioral psychology. People underestimate how much their surroundings dictate their choices. Think about the last time you went to a movie theater. Did you suddenly crave popcorn because you were starving? Probably not. You wanted it because it was right there, bright and shiny and convenient. That's how powerful environment is. You're not weak for wanting the easy choice. You're human. So instead of fighting your nature, redesign your space. Make the thing you actually want to do the path of least resistance. Put your running shoes by the door. Set up your work desk the night before. Leave your journal on your pillow. Small friction shifts create massive behavioral changes without requiring any willpower at all. Section 3. The dopamine reset. Why small wins are bigger than you think. Here's where most people mess up their discipline journey. They go all in. Big goals, massive changes, 30-day challenges. And you know what happens? They burn out by day 7 because they're chasing a dopamine rush that never actually pays off. But what if you hacked dopamine in the opposite direction? What if you made sure you got small wins constantly? Your brain craves the neurochemical reward of progress. That's not weakness. That's biology. When you complete a small task, your brain releases dopamine. And that dopamine hit makes the next task easier to start. But here's the problem. If your goal is too big, you don't get that hit for weeks or months. So your brain starts rebelling. This is why people who do tiny incremental progress actually stick with things longer. A study from the Harvard Business School showed that the single biggest motivator in work and life is progress. Even small progress. Not big wins. Not massive achievements. Just knowing you moved forward. So instead of I'll write a 50,000-word book, try I'll write 500 words today. Instead of I'll work out 1 hour, try I'll do 10 minutes. You get the dopamine hit today. Your brain starts associating the task with reward. And suddenly doing it again tomorrow becomes natural. It's not motivation through force. It's motivation through your own neurochemistry. Section 4. The implementation intention. Making decisions before you need to. This last one is going to sound almost too basic, but it's actually where the magic happens. Most people make decisions in real time. It's 6 a.m., you're tired, and you decide whether to get up. Bad move. Your tired brain always loses that argument. But what if you made the decision the night before? What if you literally planned out exactly what you'd do before willpower even entered the equation? This is called implementation intention. Researchers have found it increases follow-through by up to 91%. Seriously, 91%. Here's how it works. Instead of vague goals like I'll exercise more, you create an if-then statement. If it's 5:30 a.m., then I put on my workout clothes immediately. No thinking, no debating, No willpower required. You've already decided. Your brain just executes the plan you made when you were thinking clearly. This is why people who prep their workout clothes the night before actually work out. It's why people who schedule their content creation sessions actually create content. You're removing the decision point entirely. You're making the choice once when you're rational and thinking clearly, instead of 100 times when you're tired and weak. This alone can transform your entire discipline game because you stop fighting yourself every single day. There you have it. 4 complete shifts in how you approach discipline. And notice something. None of them require you to white-knuckle through pain. None of them demand that you suffer your way to success. You're working with your brain, not against it. You're designing your life so that the right choices become the easy choices. That's not cheating. That's actually understanding how human behavior works. Start with 1. Just 1. Pick the identity that matters most to you right now. Claim it. Live it. And watch what happens when you stop fighting yourself and start working with yourself instead. If this resonated with you, subscribe to the Sovereign Frequency channel. This channel is for those who want to think clearly, live consciously, and reclaim authority over their own minds. And remember, a sovereign life begins with a mind that knows how to question. I'll see you in the next transmission.